The morning after the historic election across our country, one in which we still have no decisive winner for president. And so we are joined now by Carol Donovan. She's the chair of the Dallas County Democratic Party. Good to see you, Carol. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Yes. And you're in blue. We just talked to Will Busby from the Dallas County Republican Party. He's the communications director there. And he talked about how this proves that Texas is solidly red. He believes that it's going to move even further red in the future. You don't necessarily see it that way, do you?
No, I don't. And with all due respect to Mr. Busby, I would say that anybody that's looking at Texas right now and claiming that it is solidly red is colorblind. Either that or they're completely ignoring all the urban areas of Texas that were very definitely blue. Texas came closer to turning blue this year than any prior year that I can remember. Well, certainly since President Carter. And it's been very exciting seeing how close Texas is.
Mr. Busby, though, did make a good point about a ground game, and that is the Republican Party knocking on doors, connecting with people in a different way. The Democratic establishment decided not to go that route. They were following a different protocol based on their beliefs about the pandemic, primarily. Do you think that under different circumstances, things could have been even more different in your favor had there been a better ground game?
Well, his information is faulty because during the last couple of months, we did in fact knock on doors, but we did so safely because of the pandemic. We brought literature to the doors. We knocked on the doors. We instructed our volunteers to then step back 6 feet. You can have a normal conversation 6 feet apart. So we did that. And I think it has nothing to do with the ground game. Both parties fought very, very hard for their respective candidates. But the difference is Texas is newly turning blue. You could say it was purple right now.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this when it comes to and again, I hate asking questions that are sort of predicated on analyzing polls, which polling data seems to be so faulty. And Stephanie Ann Martin from SMU pointed out that in this age of social media, pollsters don't seem to have a real handle on how to collect data in a way that accurately reflects the disposition of our voters. But here we go nonetheless with this question. Why is it that candidate Biden underperformed in Texas how Hillary Clinton performed in some areas, when going into this there was this sense that he was a more likable candidate, his favorability rating was higher, and certainly he has the same name recognition given his experience having been vice president for 2 terms under Obama?
Well, I would say he definitely has high name recognition, and he is definitely the more likable candidate. What these polls very often do is they hit these urban areas because it is easier to poll in these urban areas. The urban areas went solidly blue. Here in Dallas County, he got 2 times the votes of President Trump. So I think that a lot of people are not including or underestimating the rural area. And the rural area includes a lot of people.
Yeah, it includes a lot of people and who turned out to vote in great numbers. And so what you're speaking to is something that we need to address moving forward, and that is how much weight do even campaigns begin to put on these polling numbers, because they base their strategies on what those results are. And if they're faulty, then they can't compensate for any deficiencies in the campaign is essentially what everyone's up against. But thank you, Carol. So good to have you here. We appreciate it and your perspective, and calling all red, taking the power of the incumbency, as we would say. Yes, I know that's a thumbs up from you for that.
Made it.
Yep, and moving forward. Thank you again. Good to see you. And when we come back, we want to give you, first of all, there's the information, DallasDemocrats.org, and on Twitter @DallasDemocrats. And when we come back, UTA professor Rebecca Dean is joining us as we analyze the Cornyn-Hagar race.